Hi, my name is Den. Welcome to my channel. This is an acoustic guitar worship tutorial for the song Firm Foundation by Cody Carnes. Let's get into the song. First, let's talk about the key of the song. The song is in the key of B flat for Cody on the recordings that he does. I'm going to show you using G-shaped chords today. So if you want to match the recording, you're going to need to capo 3. And that would give you the key of B flat. If you want to play in the key of A, you would capo 2. I'm going to show you today without a capo and just play straight G chords. First, let's talk some strum patterns you can use for the song. I'm going to show you several different ways of playing a strum pattern for the song. So let's start with really basic 6/8. That would be just all down, up, constantly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just all down, up strums. That would probably be the most basic one. And then just make beat 1 and beat 4 a little bit louder than the other ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if you were to play that with a G chord, it would sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's probably the most basic strum pattern I can think of for the song for 6/8 time. But on the recording, it sounds like they're skipping some of the down and up strums throughout their strumming pattern. So if you were to count this out, another pattern you could use would be down on 1, skip the and after 1, and then go down on 2, up on the and, down on 3, up on the and do that again for beats 4, 5, and 6. And it would sound like this. It would be down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm just skipping the and after 1 and the and after 4. But I still have beat 1 and beat 4 louder than the others. So it would sound like this with a G chord. There's also another part in the song where it sounds like they're skipping not only the and after 1, but also beat 2. So it would sound like this. It would be down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they're skipping a little bit more from time to time throughout the song. So let's get into the intro. For the intro of the song, I'm going to teach you a simpler version, and then I'll teach you a couple more that are a little bit more complex. So the most basic intro you could do for the song, it's a G chord for 2 measures. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then switch the G suspended for a measure. And then you want to do a ring out chord on the 4th measure. So the most basic intro would sound like this. It would be G, G, G suspended, on G suspended, and then sing Christ is mine. And then you go into what the verse, or what Cody calls the chorus of the song. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's a couple different ways that you could play some of the melody line on the intro. The first way would be to use some of the lower notes on your guitar, and it would sound like this. I'm just playing a G, and then some of the melody is found on the A string, so you want to play the B note, the 2nd fret of the A, and then open, back to the B, and then go to your G suspended like this. So it's... Let me count that out for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in that 2nd measure, when you're playing that, you're just going to do single strums. So it's just... So you have your 6/8 pattern going, and then go to single strums, and then go back to your 6/8 strum pattern, and then ring out. Another way to play some of that melody would be to play it on the higher strings, so it would sound like this. So what I'm doing is I'm playing a G, the entire first measure, the G on the first 3 beats of the second measure, and then I'm playing a G again on beat 4, beat 5 is a G2, beat 6 is back to the G, and then beat number 1 of the next measure is G suspended, and you're back in your 6/8 strum pattern at that point, and then you play G suspended again for the last measure. Let me count that out for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the thing to keep in mind is you have your 6/8 strum pattern going, but then on measure 2 you want to go to single strums there. I just went. Playing G, G2, G, and then back to G suspended, and then get back into your 6/8 strum pattern again. So at the end of measure number 2, just do single strums. So that's the intro for the song. For verse number 1 of the song, which Cody Carnes, the writer of the song, actually calls this a chorus, your strum pattern is as follows. It's going to be down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can make it a little bit less busy if you want to. It would be like this. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Either one would work just fine. You just ended the intro, which was on a G suspended chord. So that's how you're going to start the verse, although you could just start on a regular G chord. At any time during the song, if you notice that our chords sound just a little bit different, it probably means that I'm ringing out the B string on my chord. So I'm playing my G chord a lot of times like this with just 2 fingers instead of the normal G5. Either one works just fine. I just tend to let that B string ring open sometimes. I'll do that on the E minor as well. So here's your normal E minor, but sometimes you might hear my E minor sound like this. I just had the B string ringing open. Christ is my firm foundation. So that was G suspended to G. The rock on which I stand. So that was E minor to D. Do the same thing on the next line. When everything around me is shaking, well, I've never been more glad. On the next line, it's going to be a C. I put my faith in Jesus. G over B, and then E minor. He's never let me down. To D. The next line has the same chords, except on the last chord we're going to do a cut. So it sounds like this. He's faithful through generations, so why would he fail now? He won't. And you go into the chorus of the song. So that count on that last chord, that last D chord, you're just going to count out 1, 2, 3, 4, and then cut on beats 5 and 6. If you were to count that out, it would sound like this. He's faithful through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you go into the chorus. So for the chorus of the song, and Cody calls this the tag, it's going to be a G, he won't. And then G suspended, he won't. And then you're going to go into verse number 2 of the song. So at the end of that chorus, you can either ring it out or you can do a solid cut if you want to. For verse number 2 of the song, you just want to have a little bit more busy of a strum pattern than we had on verse 1. So I'm going to do the following. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've still got joy in chaos. That's G suspended to G, and then E minor. Makes no sense, that's D. I won't be going under. I'm not held by my own strength. So the chords on So I Won't Be Going Under are just a C, and then G over B, and then A minor, and then G. And I'm just doing single down strums when I get to those words. So I won't be down, 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 down. So it's all down strums. I'm not held by my own strength. So then I'm back into the 6/8 strum pattern. So for the third line of the verse, you can play a C, or you can play a C over E and let your E note ring out on the bass. 'Cause I build my life on Jesus, G over B. And then on He's Never Let Me Down, you want to play E minor, and then D over F sharp, and then G, and then D. Let's try that line again. 'Cause I build my life on Jesus, 'cause He's never let me down. And then the last line of verse number 2, you're going to go to a C chord. He's faithful in every, and then G over B, and then E minor. So why would He fail? D, 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 and then cut. So you're just playing the D on the first 4 beats, and then cutting on beat 5 and 6. For the second chorus, chorus number 2, it's a little bit longer of a chorus, but it's going to be on a G chord. He won't. And then G suspended. He won't. And you want to play E minor, D, C. He won't fail. So it's just E minor, and then D, and then C. There's a couple different ways you can play this next line of the chorus. You could just do the same thing you did on the first one, which would be the E minor, D, and C. Or you could play the following. You could play E minor, D, G, G over B to C. So it would sound like this. He won't fail. He won't. Go to the chorus again. G suspended. He won't. He won't fail. He won't fail. And then you want to go into verse number 1 again. For the next verse of the song, the main difference is just the rhythm, and it's a lot simpler. You just want to do all down strums. Christ is my firm foundation. E minor. The rock on which I stand when everything around me is shaking. Well, I've never been more glad that I put my faith in Jesus, 'cause He's never let me down. And then this last line, you just want to pick up your strum pattern a little bit. He's faithful through generations. And then you go into chorus number 2 again. So after that verse, you're going to go into the chorus again. He won't. He won't. He won't fail. He won't fail. So after verse 1, with the straight feel, you go into chorus number 2 again, and then you go into a tag and an instrumental. And for the tag, you just want to go to a C chord, although technically at this point there's not any acoustic guitar at all. So you can play a C, you can play C major 7, and then you go into the instrumental. The instrumental is 4 measures, and then you repeat that. So it's a C for 6 counts, and then a D for 6 counts, and then G over B for 6 counts, and then an E minor for 3 counts, and a D for 3 counts. So it sounds like this. Then you do that again. For the bridge of the song, there's technically not any acoustic guitar the first time through. I'm going to show you a couple different ways of playing the chords for this. First, you could play a C chord, rain came, and then D, wind blew, and G over B. But my house was built on, and then E minor, D, and then C. I'm safe with you, and then G over B. But I'm gonna make it through. That's E minor to D, and then the second time through the bridge is when the acoustic guitar actually comes in. Another way to play those chords would be to play your C like this. Rain came, wind blew. Play your D like this. and then your G over B. And I'm just kind of really playing the top thickest strings, although sometimes you'll hear my B string ring open. So there's a G over B, and you can play your E minor up here on the 5th and the 7th frets, and then back to your D. I would only do this if there was somebody else already playing a C this way and a D this way. Then I would try these other chords. In that case, it would sound like this. Rain came when blue, but my house was built on you. I'm safe with you, but I'm gonna make it through. Rain. And so you could do the chords either way, depending on how many guitars there are. You just want to gradually get louder on each of the bridges. So for the tag of the song, or what you might call the vamp, it's just really upbeat. So you could do all down strums. I'm going to show you a couple different ways to play these chords depending on if there's more than one guitar. So the first guitar could be playing this. Yeah, I'm gonna make it through. So that was C to D, and then G over B. I'm standing strong on E minor, D over F sharp. If you want a little bit more aggressive rhythm, you could add some up strums from time to time. It would sound like this. Yeah, I'm gonna make it through, and I'm standing strong on you. For the last line of the tag, you just want to make your rhythm a little bit more aggressive. So here's what I'm doing. Go into the last verse of the song, which Cody once again calls the chorus. Another way to play the chords on the tag, if there's more than one acoustic guitar, so if somebody's already playing their C and their D like this, you could play your C like this, and then your D like this, and then play your G over B, and then E minor, and then back to the D. So these chords are all changing on the A and the D string. C, D, G over B, and then E minor, D. So it would sound like this. Yeah, I'm gonna make it through, 'cause I'm standing strong on you. Yeah, I'm gonna make it through, 'cause my house was built on you. Christ is my firm foundation. Then you go into the last verse of the song. So for the last verse of the song, or verse number 3, the main difference is that the chords are just a little bit different than they were in the very first time. So for instance, the first line is, Christ is my firm foundation. You want to play an A minor here, the 2 chord. So that's different than it was on the first one. So let's talk about the strum pattern. The strum pattern is slightly different on this one, although you can just do the normal strum pattern we've been doing, like this, down, 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 down. Although it sounds like on the recording, they're kind of putting a heavy emphasis on the and after 2 and the and after 5 on the up strums. So it would sound like this. So it's a little bit different of a strum pattern, but once again, you can just use your first strum pattern that you were doing before. So you're going to start out on a D chord because you just finished the tag. Christ is my firm foundation, A minor. E minor, the rock on which I stand. That's a D. When everything around me is shaking. So that's a C to G over B to A minor to G, and then back to the A minor. Well, I'm never, that's E minor, been more glad, that's a D, that I put my faith in Jesus. G over B. So that was E minor, and then D over F sharp on the word let, and then G on the word me, and then D on the word down. He's faithful through generations. That was C to G over B, and then E minor. So why would he fail? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You cut out on beats 5 and 6, and you go into the very last chorus of the song. So for the very last chorus of the song, this is when you can just do huge, big strums. You can let some of your strums kind of really drag and just really make it sound kind of big. So here we go. He won't He won't fade. He won't fade. No, he won't. And you end the song. So that's the song Firm Foundation by Cody Carnes. If you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up down below. And if you want to stay up to date on my channel, hit the subscribe button and have a great day.